Hello, welcome to the Snap UK. Welcome to the Happy House here.
I've never been happier that Griff is not here.
Yeah,
We outnumber you.
Yeah.
You can't sit there and stare at us and laugh anymore.
I was the one who said the 49ers were going to fucking win.
Got that wrong,
No,
didn't
I
you?
actually
Cost
won.
me 40 quid.
I actually won more money than you.
Yeah.
I won
I-
£40.
I won nothing.
I won the pride of the fact that I predicted the Super Bowl and then I predicted the Super Bowl winner. So I think that goes one more than you. You only predicted the Super Bowl winner,
Yes.
the Rams year.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Griff's, I think he's out.
In London
He's
or
out.
something. Now he's got
Comedy.
a girlfriend. He's all hip.
Yeah.
Like he's been the dullest guy we've known for 20 years.
He'll be wearing
but,
tight skin,
new
tight jeans
girlfriend,
soon.
New me.
Yeah.
Chase
New
is
hair.
there.
New hair.
Yeah.
No, it's
No,
not new hair.
he has got a new haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, no hair.
He got rid
Yeah.
of the quiff, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like Duncan Goodhue.
Yeah, actually, I think much better.
He'll have skinny jeans next.
Yeah.
He won't. No, he's definitely not getting back in skinny jeans.
And Paul is not well. So we're a bit later than usual because we did have intentions to do a show on Monday, which would have been all right actually because we wouldn't have had to mention at the time that
There's all sorts happened since actually though.
that someone got shot.
Steve Wilkes.
Steve Wilkes. None of this gets mentioned. It would have been fine.
Just for the record, Steve Wilkes didn't get shot.
No. Steve Wilkes got fired.
Took a bullet.
Gary. Someone died. But unfortunately, I think Griff at the time was ill, and everyone else claimed they were tired. Admittedly, they were.
People were tired.
People were tight. It would have been just me and you, John.
It would
As
have been
much as I
me.
love talking to you and doing a bit of a one-on-one podcast, which are always enjoyable, I wasn't in the mood for it either, to be honest with you.
When it was suggested, I was like,
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
but you had the day off, so
I know. I was
some of us had to
sensible.
work, and I was like, how is that going to be a good idea?
I didn't mind. I didn't do anything.
For quick reaction,
Yeah, I think.
fresh in the minds, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it's fine. So the Super Bowl happened. The Chiefs win in overtime. Was it 25-21 in the end?
25-22.
25-22.
Don't do us out of a point, man.
Sorry, man. No, that's Jake Moody's job. So
many moments.
Yeah.
So many moments.
can I say, whilst we're saying that, how well we've done at predicting, the week before I did predict that it might come down to the fact that Jake Moody misses a kick.
I also predicted it will be down to the last team who have
with the ball.
possession.
Yeah. So,
Which is normally a bit of a safe prediction.
but where should we start at the end? The overtime.
Yeah.
The 49ers have copped a lot of flack because
For
of
taking the ball.
taking the ball.
Me and Jim both thought they should take the ball.
Yeah, I don't see the problem with it.
I don't see the problem with it. I think
I think the bigger question is Shanahan earlier in the game went for a fourth down
Yeah,
and
which
got
was
it.
shocking.
So, actually, we were on the Chiefs' 9-yard line with 4th and 4. Mm-hmm. Now, I get it's Mahomes. I get you've got to stop him getting down the field. But if you did that, your defence would have to be aggressive because if they scored a field goal, you'd lose.
yeah.
So, it would have changed the way the defence set up rather than just keep giving away, lots of
Small little-
easy
yeah.
plays,
Yeah.
letting them get into field goal range and hoping they weren't going to score a touchdown. So,
I mean, to be
the
fair,
aggressive play would have been...
and up until that, we've done pretty well at keeping them out of the end zone. And I know there's always going to be a chance to get it, but relatively speaking, both defences were playing really well.
Look, we all know
yeah.
trying to play out from your 9-yard line or the 6-yard line
Yep.
is very different to getting the ball on the 35.
Absolutely.
So,
Shanahan's come out and said we wanted the ball third. And when you put it like that,
that
makes sense.
yeah, it does make sense.
There's been a whole load of there's a whole load of storylines. Mostly, I don't know whether it's because I'm a
like the
49er
Niners
fan.
didn't know how the
Yeah.
rules worked.
I'm sure that's just bullshit. I can't imagine Shanahan
I think
didn't know.
I think it was Carl Juszczyk that said
Yeah, maybe
think-
the
yeah,
maybe
and
the
I think
players didn't know.
maybe the players didn't know, but-
maybe Juszczyk didn't know because he's not a team captain, so he doesn't have to worry about taking going up there and tossing the coin and making that decision. Shanahan obviously knew what he was doing, because do we really think that in this day and age a coach doesn't understand every
People
single
who
rule?
play Madden know how it works.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. You only have to play Madden and get the Super Bowl.
And
go to
I've got
overtime
no
like
issue
that.
with us taking it first.
No, neither have I.
think in hindsight, it's a lovely thing. Maybe on that 4th and 4, or whatever it was, we should have just on the 9-yard line. Why not? Because what if you get that at the end of the day, you get a field goal. If they score a touchdown, they still win.
Yeah.
You hand it over on the 9-yard line, they've still got to go and score to win.
I agree with that.
So how much of a difference is there?
And another hindsight thing is as well, like they said, even if you scored and you got the kick, if they went down, got a touchdown, they were going to go for 2.
Yeah,
they'd win or lose on that
Would
decision.
they go for 2? That'd be incredibly ballsy.
It would be
wouldn't
ballsy,
It would
but
be, it'd be the most ballsiest
but
call
if we
ever.
went down, it's your chance to win, isn't it? Otherwise, you're relying on us not
is
getting
true.
a field goal.
I
So I think you do go for the 2, don't you?
Yeah.
If you're the Chiefs, if
Chiefs.
you tied it up with a touchdown, but I'm sure we'll see that at some point.
I'm
in the
not
Super
sure.
Bowl.
I'm not sure I'd have the cojones to do that.
You might not get the chance to do anything else with the ball, though, might you?
I understand. I do understand that. But
Dan Campbell's going to be in the playoffs again.
Yeah.
You know,
Is he?
well,
who knows?
they look a good team.
I think
They
you
do
are.
look a good team.
Yeah.
The Vikings will be better, and the Packers will be better.
Yeah, and
Packers will be better, but they were in the playoffs as well.
I know, but
I
you
don't-
don't always
I
get 2 teams out of that division.
I don't reckon the Vikings will be better.
who knows?
But yeah, anyway.
I agree with your call on the 4th and 3rd in overtime.
Yes.
I also there was I think it was 4th and 4 at the end of the game.
It was the run-in play, wasn't it?
Well, it's where they didn't run. They didn't run. They went a passing, and it meant that the clock stopped.
Yeah.
And yes, the Chiefs could have stopped the clock, but they would have had to use a timeout. That for me, that was the biggest fuck up.
Well, I
or
think
bad
we were
call.
3rd and 6, weren't we?
Yeah,
3rd and 6.
something like that. I think
Like it's etched, painfully in my
Yeah.
mind or anything.
I mean, well, there's 2 things. One, there was a blown assignment on the offensive line.
Yeah.
So one of the interior guards kind of went to the left instead of blocking, and Chris Jones had basically a free run at Brock Purdy. And then he missed a wide open Brandon Ayuk. I mean, because L'Jarius Sneed slipped on the play, and he was wide open in the end zone. I mean, it's a killer. But look, ifs and buts,
Yeah, the extra point. If
You missed the extra
we'd
point.
have got that extra point, they'd have had to have scored a touchdown
Yeah. But then you can
on
also
that last drive, and they may well have done it, but,
Yeah.
but
You can
they
also-
didn't, did they?
No.
They were trying to win the game on a touchdown anyway. That's to settle.
You can also say, like, during the first half, so that's the second half, we had 2 turnovers. You didn't score points off either of them.
No.
And
No, we were 3 and out
yeah,
on both of them.
Exactly. And because the defense was playing well, and this was on both sides, to be fair. Both defenses were playing very well. Both offenses had numerous chances to score points. In that first half, it was pretty low scoring. It was 0-0 after the first quarter.
It was
Yeah.
attritional.
Look, I think they probably are, for different reasons. Over the last 4 years, they've been the 2 best teams in the NFL. Yeah, I would say overall over that whole time period.
Yeah.
Yeah, good coaches. 49ers have mixed and matched their quarterbacks a bit, but they've had a great defense. They've had really strengthened the offense, especially since McCaffrey's been there, and then Mahomes and Kelsey. The defense at the Chiefs, which is seriously underrated.
Yep.
And the coaching quality at the Chiefs, they've been the best 2 teams.
Yeah.
And it came down to overtime, and it was a really close game. But the Chiefs are just able to win, and that's the 3rd time they've faced a 10-point deficit,
Yeah.
and they've won all of those Super Bowls, haven't they?
The only time, it's the 4th time they've faced a 10-point
But they've only lost once.
and they lost one.
Yeah.
They lost the Tampa one.
Yeah.
Which,
But that's mad.
yeah.
I mean,
Teams didn't used to come back from 10 points
No.
down.
no.
No, and previously, like the year they beat you the first time, they went like 20 points down in playoff games.
Yes.
and
yeah,
came
yeah,
back.
yeah. Absolutely.
And that's like this year they haven't needed to do that, and I don't think they could do it because of the offense isn't the same. But
They
the
were
defense.
so Patriots this year.
it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, they
So
absolutely were.
Patriots. And
I think-
they've got better characters so people don't hate them, and they don't cheat
Yeah.
so people don't hate them.
And Mahomes is
But
fucking amazing.
They've got Reed.
when they got
He's
Reed.
likeable.
Yeah,
He's a really nice son.
absolutely. I think, look,
Likeable to everyone but Travis Kelce, who wants to beat the fuck out of him on the sideline in the most disgraceful bit of behaviour
was bad.
I've seen in a
it
long
was
time.
bad.
You should get fucking fined for that.
He's lucky that Andy Reid's a big fucker.
Yeah.
Because if he does that to
Brandon Staley.
Staley or
Mike
McDaniel,
Mike McDaniel.
McDaniel's going down,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it looks worse.
Yeah.
It's
Do you know what that was? That was Kelce believing his own hype. It was all about him and fucking Taylor Swift shit. That was though, wasn't it? I'm not in the game, fucking old man. Do you know who I am? I know he's trying to say it's not, but that is bollocks.
oh yeah, no, I mean it's but
It looked terrible.
He looks
Like, now he's bad PR for Taylor Swift. That'll be done. That'll be done by the new season.
Love it.
it'll be forgotten.
No,
But
it won't be. It's bad PR.
I think
it'll be
no,
done.
I agree. I think it'll be forgotten because they won.
it'll be forgotten because they won.
Yeah.
You should get fined.
Well,
And what happened is it'll become likable because it's already become a meme.
yeah. Yes.
And
It's one of the worst things I've seen on a football field for a long time. That is.
Yeah.
did you see AJ Brown? We were talking about
yeah.
it. AJ Brown tweeting
I'd get kicked out of the
a
league
league for that,
Yeah.
and a little bit tongue in cheek, but
It's not. It's true.
yeah, like it's if it's Kelce, it is forgotten about because it's memed and thing. But if it's Stephon Diggs, AJ Brown,
Be everywhere.
It would be.
Prima Donna.
yeah,
Antonio Brown did that.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
it was really,
Yeah.
really poor.
Absolutely.
it was bad. But yeah, can we mention Dre Greenlaw? Because
It's the most innocuous of injuries
yeah,
I think I've ever seen.
Did like a little bounce on the
He bounced.
sidelines, didn't he?
He
Yeah.
Bounced on the side, took a step forward,
and his
boom.
Achilles popped.
Yeah. I mean, that was it's
Yeah.
horrific, really. I mean,
It hurts a lot as well.
when that happened,
The guy coming to replace him, he like a lot of the plays.
When you
was
see
on him.
Mahomes running
Yeah.
in the open, and you're like, where the fuck is the linebacker? You think, oh yeah, he's fucked, isn't he?
Fred Warner's like I mean, it's very much like Patrick Willis and Bowman, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where Willis and Fred Warner have got this. They're the leaders of that defense. They're slightly kind of the brains of the outfit. Bowman and Dre Greenlaw, they're the muscle.
Yeah.
They're the guys that are going to absolutely hit you into next week, and that's what we missed a little bit. And you could tell because after that, there were receivers going across the middle who were able to find space because that's normally where Greenlaw is. You don't want to be in that vicinity.
No.
In the second half, like
Yeah.
Kelce came into the game,
Yeah,
didn't he?
absolutely. I think it's all connected to that. And
You had that, and then I think Chase Young got a bit overexcited at times and started trying to overrush Mahomes as well.
yeah, a couple of that.
And it left a few gaps for him to run into because he's so good at extending the play, but you've got to just spy him and contain him.
You also had
We just stopped doing it. It's
Yeah.
like Bosa was so good. A couple of times it looked like he should step forward, and he just managed to just not go for the big hit and then just track Mahomes
Yeah.
to the outside. And I think Chase Young wasn't as good at that. He just couldn't stop
couldn't
himself.
resist.
Yeah.
There's also, and I really don't want to sound like sour grapes on this, but there were no calls on holding on the Chiefs' offensive line, and that offensive line has got the most holding calls throughout the season, and they've had none in the playoffs. Coaching, fair enough, but to have none, and if you watch some of the
One
videos,
of them, it was a tackle. He was actually tackled to the ground.
yeah, I just want consistency through the season on holding
I
calls.
said it at the start of the game, and John mocked me.
Yeah, we got a bit of
"Nah,
mocking."
nah, 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 nah." But like, it's they do they give away a lot of penalties normally, and like Jim says in the playoffs, they can hold as much as they like.
JJ Watt was on about it. He goes,
I think you just said it happens.
it doesn't get called.
Yeah,
it just doesn't get called,
no.
especially in the playoffs. It doesn't.
Yeah.
And there are very few. I guess actually, it is then the difference between regular season and playoff is they do let a lot of shit go.
Yeah.
It's why like the game ended last year with that holding call, and everyone was like,
Barely.
"You don't call
touched it.
holding.
Yeah.
You don't call holding in the playoffs,"
Yeah.
and that's how they finished the game, and that's sort of why it was more egregiously, or it was why it was met with more controversy than because it was just a hold.
Yeah.
Even the the player went out and went, yeah, it's because I held him. It's just I know. I get a lot of joy out of taking the piss out of people going, well, you don't get holding, and it's like, no one gets holding really. It's very rare, and I don't like it, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Can we just mention certainly Mr. Purdy?
He had a good game.
I thought he had a really good game. I thought he scrambled well. I'd like to have seen him rush a little bit more. I thought his accuracy got better as the game went on.
Yeah. Didn't look flustered.
He didn't give the ball away again.
I mean, his stats, 23 for 38, 255 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions, 1 sack for 4 yards. Yeah. Those are good stats.
Yeah. Against a fucking great defence.
Against a defence as good as the Chiefs. Those are really good stats. And let's remember, the other touchdown was a trick play which Ron Jennings threw, which was amazing.
Yeah.
But it was 250 to 1. 250,000 to 1 or something.
Oh, really?
For him to throw a touchdown. God knows, did he became the one of the
he was a quarterback
player or whatever to
second
throw
player
and receive or whatever.
Second player after
Nick
Foles.
Yeah. So it's just it's just mad. And I think Purdy, I saw a QB ranking that came out today, and they had him in 7th finally inside the top 10. And I was just like, the guy has done very little wrong. And you can say he's not Mahomes and stuff. Like Mahomes, has this twinkle toes look.
No one is.
Doesn't he?
No one is
Mahomes.
But I think he does more than Goff. I think he does. He can move around so much better. And I think he's still very new into the league. He's done it like a year and a half.
I think
you shared that Nick
I think
White
he can
thing.
be so good.
Fuck
it's so shit. Like you had Purdy behind Dak.
Yeah.
I think it has him behind Caleb Williams. And Caleb Williams has
not played
fuck
yet.
all in the NFL.
I saw this one I saw today. Do you want to guess who was number 4? The number 4 quarterback.
So Mahomes,
Goff.
Allen,
Jared Goff.
Number
I
4.
love Goff, but
I
no.
like Goff. No.
I
think actually what said it to me is I think Spags came out and said, "Don't call Purdy shit." He absolutely ripped up our zone defense. Absolutely ripped us up, and they had to make changes at the end of the first half because he was finding it was
And
enjoying.
I think that was the thing. I think they adapted well for the second half. Normally we're really good at that. I think we were just a bit out coached, and outplayed by a slightly better quarterback at the end of the day.
I think that's all fair. Like Mahomes is special. He is an incredible talent. I think is he the best? I put it around there. Is he the best quarterback we've ever seen? I think he actually is. Like Tom Brady was good. He's efficient. He wasn't the most spectacular. We talk about Aaron Rodgers being
Peyton Manning.
but Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning being the best quarterbacks we've seen. I'm talking about us in terms of we've watched a lot of.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you asked me, I'd say Joe Montana.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Someone else might say Dan Marino.
But Mahomes is better than Rodgers. Mahomes I think is better than Manning.
Yes.
As he's getting older. And I think this is one of the things he said very early in his career is, I can't wait to get to the point where I've seen everything that the defense, like where Manning and Brady were like, we've seen this before, we're going to make this call at the line to change it. He's now getting to that point.
Yeah.
And I know we talk a lot about, all right, he's chasing 7 and he's chasing Tom Brady. Yeah, fair enough. And he might well get there. But he is a much better quarterback than Brady was at this time.
It's a bit like people, I think, chasing 7, it's not all just about you, is it? It's a bit like Tiger Woods or Jack Nicklaus. Now, I didn't see a lot of Jack Nicklaus playing golf. Yeah, I've seen the film and stuff. Like, for me, Tiger Woods is the greatest player that's ever played, yeah? Now, he's not got as many majors by like 4 or something, but he's played in an era where more people are playing, where, so many different things, and he's completely changed the game of golf. So it's like comparing 2 totally different things, isn't it?
And you
I
often
think Brady
can't.
to Mahomes is going to be the
Messi,
same.
Maradona.
Exactly. It's exactly
those things. And I think actually that the thing that the Chiefs D, they blitzed so often, and
It's something like
55%.
It's ridiculous.
And I think Chris Jones got to Purdy within like 2 seconds 8 times.
Yeah.
And part of that is because he is still a young guy. He's not able to call the coverage that a Mahomes will. But
Well, they said he didn't
needs-
move stuff around at the lines, the protection.
Yeah.
So didn't keep the tight
Exactly.
end in enough.
So
but
it's-
like
that's-
you're talking about
that's
minute
experience.
things.
That's
That's
it.
That's just experience. And this is the point where I was saying Holmes wants to get to a level where he's seen it before, so he knows what to do in those adjustments.
Yeah.
Now, in that first year, third year when he won a Super Bowl, he kind of redshirted the first year, got to championship again the second year. Third year, he's already starting to do that. Brock Purdy's not there yet, and that's fine.
Most quarterbacks aren't.
No, exactly.
We're talking like the elite of the elite. Like, yeah, Peyton Manning came in and did it as a rookie, but his dad was a quarterback. Like, he grew up with this. Like, it takes time to develop.
And the only other thing I found really frustrating with our game is it was obvious watching the game that running McCaffrey up the middle was not working. But if you were getting him out wide,
Get him on the edge, yeah.
you know, on the stretch or with a toss or whatever it was, if you could get him to the edge at all, we were getting success. We had the best running back, the best defensive player in the league, and I think he was a little underused. It's difficult because the run through the middle was struggling.
Yeah.
Because
And you look at his stat. I mean, it's 22 for 80 yards. There's a lot of carries, 3.6 yards a carry, which is low for McCaffrey. And he had a long of 11 yards.
He looked at the end of the game.
He looked tired.
He looked.
Even he had that run in overtime, which was amazing. One of those runs where
Yeah.
I think that's the one where he got 11 yards. But yeah, at the end he looked knackered because he's having to run through the middle. Maybe if they were going to carry on doing that, yes, put in Mitchell a couple of other times. Yeah.
The Juice got a bit more go because he's a bit bigger, isn't he? So
Yeah.
So I think we could have, I don't think there's as many glaring, errors this time. It was a very close game. I think it wasn't as bad as when we lost to the Chiefs last time in terms of, oh my fucking God, how did we lose that?
Yeah.
At no point did I think that game was won. At no point last time did I. I thought almost did, but didn't. But at no point,
Never living it down.
at no point did I think that the game was anywhere near won.
Yeah.
We didn't get enough of a lead. We didn't do
exactly.
well enough on turnovers, and that was just two great defences.
Yeah.
So
And like I said, that's exactly right. 'Cause they had the chance to kill it off in the first half. They legitimately could have been 20, 30 points up at the end of the first half.
but then also they could also have scored a touchdown when they had their fumble.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So when Pacheco fumbled, they were really close to out. They were,
Yeah.
I think when you think back as well, their touchdown that brought them back into the game was a bit of a freak event as well. Let's not be silly about this.
Yeah.
Ray McLeod was going to let that ball bounce and just leave it, right?
And it hit someone's foot.
And it dropped out the sky. Somebody was blocking, and it fell down over the back of their head and clipped their heel. Ray McLeod, at the time, you wanted to fucking kill him until you saw the replay. And
I was ready to jump
yeah.
in.
You saw the replay and you went, oh, actually,
Yeah.
he realised what happened and tried to make a difference. How much of a free kick? They scored a touchdown the next play.
Yeah.
From the 12-yard line or whatever it was. It was fucking mad. That literally, what if that didn't happen? I know it's all coulda, shoulda, wouldas, but it's just, we're talking tiny, tiny margins. That has got nothing to do with, I could easily kick off at Shanahan or whatever, or decisions. But that just happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's just...
No, it's
It was just a game of football, a really close one. Some really good football, really good defence. Nobody did anything majorly wrong. And the slightly better, more seasoned team with the slightly better, the better quarterback and the more experienced coach just got over the line. That's it.
Yeah, I completely agree.
so.
So I wasn't even angry.
No, you can't be. It
was just gutted.
It's just
Yeah, gutted,
sad.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, like I say, it wasn't an absolute blowout. It was a close match. And, we lost to ultimately the better quarterback. I'm not going to say the better team because I think, bar the quarterback, which is the most important position in the game, I think we matched them.
Yeah.
But, the Super Bowls, it's little decisions,
It's
a couple of inches here,
a truly
there.
game of fine margins.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
So, like, what do the 49ers need to do to win? Because, like, all I've heard about is now about Shanahan's.
Play somebody other than the Chiefs.
Yeah, I literally think
Super
it's
Bowl,
that.
Yeah.
I think we would have beaten.
Oh, you beat everybody else.
Yeah,
I think we'd
really
have beaten
do.
the Ravens.
Yeah.
I know they gave us a beating a couple of weeks before, but I think we'd have beaten them. So I think we'd have turned over Lamar. So I think we need the Bengals.
You need a Bengals or be like a Josh Allen revenge game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I think the 3P. If you ask me today who's going to win next year, I'll say the Chiefs. I said it last year, almost straight after the Super Bowl. If you ask me today, I don't care who it is. Kelsey said he's coming back. Mahomes is coming
They're all
back.
back.
Reed's back.
They're all back.
So if you ask me today who's winning the Super Bowl, I'll do exactly what I did last year, and I'll tell you it's the Chiefs.
So the Chiefs going forward, I think Snead, free agent.
There's a lot of free agents now.
Chris Jones.
Yeah, but they're going to rework Mahomes' contract, Brady's style, they've already said, to keep loads of players.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work for them to do on the off-season
They'll
because
do it.
and I think you're probably right. Yeah, Chris Jones has come out I think today and said I'm coming back. Let's not forget he withheld he was out for the whole of the
he missed the
preseason. He
Dallas
missed the
game.
first game. He had a box in the stadium. So yeah, okay, all very well saying that now, but when it comes to crunch, and is he going to get his 19 million? Maybe not. Snead, I think, will go because good cornerbacks are expensive. Okay, yes, you can restructure Mahomes, but Mahomes is still going to want, league-setting money, rightly so. And if you're going to,
Mahomes has shown that he can do this.
yeah,
Like going, like, so you pick.
They've done the repeat after losing Tyreek Hill.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so he's got nobody there. Like, fine.
but they can
Go and draft another wide receiver.
Yeah, draft a couple of wide receivers, and they're going to
Draft a cornerback in the second round.
Yeah, they're going to need to. They need to draft some running backs because both Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Jeremy
Get one in the 5th round.
That's what I'm saying.
Burn them into the ground.
Yeah.
Andy Reid
they
gets it.
can
He
do
gets how to do it.
I think. Well, that's the big thing, is that Andy Reid said he's coming back, and
You can replace Clyde Edwards-Helaire and McKinnon's production off some.
Well, the thing is, right? You look at
Just bring Dalvin Cook or some
so
shit for nothing.
who's been the best running back from this last class?
Gibb.
I'd say Gibbs.
Yeah.
Gibbs. Yeah, not Robinson.
No.
It wasn't
No,
Bijan,
okay.
was it?
Absolutely not.
And where did Bijan go in the draft?
The third.
Sixth,
In the top,
top
5 or whatever.
top 10,
Top 10, right? So you can get 2 running backs later in the draft or off free agency that will give you most of that production back.
I mean, there are so many free agent running backs this year.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like I don't
But
know.
I mean, I don't think it even matters who you put in there when you got A, Mahomes, and you got B, Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, the wide receivers dropped a load of passes this year. There's no denying that. You're still going to have Travis Kelce, who's going to be a good safety blanket. And every so often, Rashid Rice has had a good season. He could kind of make another leap
He'll
next
be
year.
cheap.
He'll be cheap. He's still cheap for a season. Pacheco is only going into his 3rd season. He's like, what,
How many
7th
years
round?
has Kelsey
6th,
got
7th
left?
round?
2 maximum.
Maybe 1 or 2, yeah. But
Do you know he had his fastest speed on a run since 2019 during the Super Bowl because he was so pumped up.
Yeah.
After everyone thought he'd lost a yard.
Yeah.
Mike Evans is a free agent. Yeah.
So I was about to say Mike Edwards is safety. Is their safety is
Yeah.
free. He's had a good season. There are a good few. There's some.
If you're Mike Evans from the Bucks, though,
Oh God,
I'll tell you what, I've earned my money.
yeah, exactly.
$5 million.
I wanna
I'll
go-
come.
yeah.
I'll come for a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's
absolutely.
go, Pat.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, why not?
If something like that happens,
Absolutely.
Go and
do
get another
that.
ring.
I am literally just
But realistically,
giving up.
yeah, you've made your money. You've already got 1 ring.
Yeah.
Probably going into the Hall of Fame anyway. But a second
Cement it.
cement it. Yeah,
Before
absolutely.
you know it, Mahomes will be doing what Brady did and just recruiting people via Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, man, come and play ball. All right,
Yeah.
no worries.
Because did you see? I think was it Scantling or was it Hardman on about the difference between playing for Rodgers and Mahomes? Because basically it was like Rodgers demands we run the route to perfection, which so he as it's planned out. Basically, he's going. Well, what I do is I run and then I put my hand up and Mahomes finds me
Same was said about Travis Kelce. It might be Belichick that said it. He runs into space.
Yeah.
And, that sounds really fucking obvious. But if your quarterback is demanding you run this route and your route is about to take you into double coverage, it's like, well, what the fuck's the point of that?
Yeah.
Run to space and then get your hand up. And if your quarterback's good enough, he should be able to find you.
It's what Gronk did. It's what with Brady. It's sometimes it is just a game of catch.
Yes.
Well, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can overcomplicate it sometimes, can't you?
Yeah.
And some people really do.
Get free, shout for the ball.
Yeah.
Whilst people are getting free, don't let your quarterback get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
There you go. Coaching
done.
101.
So for Shanahan, he's going to get here a lot over the next year about is the perfect example for him, the guy over the super side of the field that
Absolutely.
who was just an also ran for
Gary sent me that.
20 years.
I didn't send this to you, John, but I did send Jim a Andy Reid and Shanahan comparison picture. So Andy Reid went 2001 NFC Championship loss, 2002 NFC Championship loss, 2003 NFC Championship loss, 2004 Super Bowl loss. He then went 15 years before he then won his Super Bowl. So Shanahan has gone Super Bowl loss 2019.
As a coordinator.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. That was sorry. You're right. Yeah. Sorry.
2021 NFC Championship loss. 2022 NFC Championship loss. 2023 Super Bowl loss.
Yeah.
So you can say at this period of time, his resume is better than Andy Reid's.
Yeah.
But we just got to hope it's not going to take 15 years
Yeah.
and a different team for him to win. And I think, I don't think it will. But
before
it's
this,
not an easy thing to do.
No, it is.
It's not like, it's really
fucking
not.
And before this game, and even after this game, you'd say that this Super Bowl has got the best two coaches in football in it at the moment. Like, almost without a doubt. As it stands currently.
I don't think you need to even say almost.
Yeah, but I'm just, I guess, being a little bit on the fence, but even at Belichick at the moment.
Don't be me.
No, I
don't
won't
be on
be.
the fence.
So yeah, okay. The best two coaches in football at the moment are Andy Reid and Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
Yes, you can argue John Harbaug's had a good year. Sean McVay's had a good year.
Well, Sean McVay's won a Super Bowl and he's offensively very good. I'd say people will put Sean McVay into that mix.
I'd say they will, but even
a lot of people
if you
would.
look over a 6-year period,
Yeah.
of what Shanahan's done for us, yes, Sean McVay's won the Super Bowl, but for consistency about either getting there or getting to the NFC Championship game, Shanahan's getting you there. And yes, it's a game of inches.
Yeah, like I say, I would put McVay in the mix.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'd put John Harbaugh in the mix as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I think that. But yeah, it's. I'm not a 49ers fan, but
That was clear and obvious on Sunday.
To the extent that I was like, I want the Giants to do well next year so I can do the same to you.
Not going to happen. But yeah, it's the reason I picked you from the start was I just thought you're the best. You have the best squad. You have one of the top 4 coaches in the league. I think if you don't win it, it's because of something unlucky.
Yeah,
and that's what really sort of what happened. Admittedly, the unlucky thing was
that muff punt changed a lot in that game.
A muff punt and a missed kick.
That was most of that 10 points back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just from that.
Muff punt and a missed kick.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's not fine. It's fucking shit. But we'll get over it.
It's annoying, but yeah, you're right. I think, actually, to your point, the 49ers got another year of Brock Purdy on a minuscule deal. So the window's still there.
Even when he signs his big deal, even if it's, DAC money or something, whatever.
But he did it with Garoppolo.
Garoppolo
was on decent money.
On 30 million, wasn't he? But to be fair, the thing I have not heard a load of Purdy slating actually after this game. Not loads.
Not loads, no.
I've seen some.
It's been more on Shanahan.
Yeah, I think it's been more on Shanahan.
Yeah. But I think that's just. I think even that's unfair. So, was Steve Wilkes culpable? Because he's the person that's gone.
I think the defense was good. I don't think it was as good as what D'Amico Ryans or Robert Saleh had it in the previous 2 seasons. And I think in terms of personnel, it was probably better than those 2 seasons. When you think about, they had Chase Young, they had Javon Hargreave, Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Randy Gregory.
Yeah.
Like,
you had,
Gregory,
you had quarterbacks this year.
Javarius Ward, even Lenoir's come on a bit this season as well.
He was bullied last year at points, wasn't he?
Okay, Hafunga's been injured for a lot of the year.
All season he's been out.
Yeah, I think he played his second game. I think he got injured. So yeah, I think the personnel were better this year, but I don't think it was as good this year. I think it's good.
Seemed to lose some aggression.
Yeah, there was something. What Salah and D'Amico Ryans always had on the sideline was almost like that overt passion, almost to the extent of annoyance, and you're like, oh, fucking shut up. I think a defense needs a bit of that. It needs a bit of ugliness, chip on the shoulder, aggressiveness, arrogance.
There wasn't a lot of spiciness to us this year. We didn't get in the faces of teams.
It just seemed a
the
little
Chiefs
bit.
are in the face all the time, and we just seem to be lacking.
It just seemed that little bit of placid. It needs a bit of nastiness. The defense.
Yeah.
The best defenses are nasty.
And I think the problem was the defense was a little bit passive at times.
Yeah,
and I think we gave up too many mid-range options to a player like Mahomes, who you can just put into rhythm. And I think over the course of the season, that happened too many times as well. And Shanahan clearly, overall, wasn't happy. And somebody's got to take, the fall for, not quite getting there. It's a bit harsh because you kept the Chiefs to 19 points in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If I was Steve Wilkes, I'd be arguing that's really then enough, isn't it?
Should have been,
the Chiefs,
potentially.
The Chiefs don't normally score much over 24 points this year. If you scored more than 20 points, you were likely to win this game. I'm not really sure that's on Steve Wilkes.
No, I think it's harsh, but maybe he just thought it was time as well. Because after
been there a year.
After the game, straight after the game, Shanahan said
they're all coming back.
They're all coming back. And maybe he's just...
No, they came out and said he was fired.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I think it's fired. It's not his left. Look, maybe there's stuff going on behind the scenes which we won't... You're obviously never going to see. Maybe the relationship between Shanahan and Wilkes wasn't great. Maybe
some people said there was a lot to do with how the movement of the front and then the secondary, they weren't working well in tandem. When people that can analyse it way better than me, there was a disconnect between what the front of the defence and the secondary was trying to do. So clearly there's some, still like the third, fourth best defence in the league. So
still a good defence.
It hasn't gone that badly.
I also think the last, went to Salah, then it went to D'Amico Ryans. There's a continuation of themes. I also think Steve Wilkes isn't used to coaching that 4-3 defence.
Yeah.
He plays a different style, and I think that made a difference. And you can't change the 49ers defence based on the personnel they have.
Yeah.
You have to play that 4-3. Back in the day when it was Jim Harbaugh, it was 3-4 because you had Justin Smith and Alden Smith on that right side. It's a completely different system, and I don't think that suited Wilkes as much. I think now they probably go back and look either internally in terms of replacing him and go, we're going to promote someone from within, or they find someone who is perhaps in the same tree. So, a defensive assistant at the Jets working with Salah or something like that. I think that
because we've lost Anthony Lynn now as well, haven't we?
Exactly. There's a few have gone. I think
Anthony Lynn has gone.
Kubiak has gone.
Commanders.
Yeah, Kubiak has gone to Saints as offensive coordinator.
The O-line coach has gone to become the Raiders O-line coach, and the assistant O-line coach and the assistant D-line coach has gone to the Commanders.
And we all know what that means the league aren't happy about. The amount of compensatory picks the Niners get.
Yeah.
We'll get shitloads again. Because everyone keeps nicking our coaches.
Yeah. Well,
someone's got to pay for it.
Yeah. It's. I think it's harsh, but Yeah. We will see. Should we leave the Super Bowl? Because
Well, I think we should talk about the halftime show first.
Oh, God.
I thought it was fine.
I thought it was shit.
I thought
If you like Usher, I'm not a huge Usher fan, but as a spectacle, like the roller skates was cool.
Do you know what it was? It looked like they just picked up his show from Vegas that he's just finished
That's exactly what they've done.
and chucked it
Yeah.
into the field.
100% that's what they've done.
That's what they done.
I thought it was better than last year.
Oh, it's better than Rihanna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not an Usher fan. I felt we lacked a little bit of oomph.
I think if you're 30 to 35, I think you love it.
Right.
Because Usher was like the man when these guys would have
Yeah,
been
that's fair.
15 to 18.
Oh, we busted some moves to Let It Burn, I'm sure, John, back in the day.
Not to let it burn. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But, I think, I think we have to come to the realization, guys, the halftime show is not built for us anymore.
As Duncan would
Well,
probably
2
remind
years
us every
ago,
single
or
year.
3 years ago it was.
Yes,
The
it was.
Dr. Dre one. That was
Dr.
exactly
Dre
for
was
us.
brilliant. Yeah, that was
Dr.
exactly
Dre
for
was
us.
amazing.
Yeah.
Shakira and J Lo, that was
For
built
us.
for us.
Yeah. Katy
It's
Perry
fine.
was fine.
Yeah.
I could take that.
You know, like it's good. it can't be. Built.
The
built.
Weekend was shit.
The weekend was shit.
Weekend was shit.
The weekend was shit, but also like the weekend.
He's massive in the US, apparently.
Yeah, it's huge. But as well, the weekend
Was that the COVID year as
that was
well?
the COVID year. He had he was phoned a sort of a duff hand
Yeah,
there.
that's harsh.
Maroon 5 was shit.
Maroon 5 was shit. Justin Timberlake has been shit twice.
The Who were brilliant.
Who were great.
Bring
Prince
back
is-
Prince.
somehow.
No, don't.
Like ABBA style hologram.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, work.
Prince
Yeah.
Voyage. Yeah.
Sounds like one of them cruises John would like to go on.
So, elsewhere.
Gloss over that.
And did you enjoy Reba doing
No.
the anthem? No.
Oh, she was terrible.
That was actually one of the worst anthem
Yeah.
performances I think I've ever seen.
It's like somebody from Dynasty had like turned up from somewhere. It was like,
Can't sing.
the fuck?
She missed a couple of notes as well. I think you can't be missing notes on that stage.
Yeah, okay. So, elsewhere, Mike Zimmer is now the new DC
Love
of the
that.
Cowboys.
Yep,
I hate it. That's going to
I
be
mean,
really
yeah.
good. It's going to keep. They're going to be great.
From that point of view, I agree with you. But yeah, amazing hire.
Yep. And when he goes out in the first round of the playoffs
Well,
next
they
year,
might not do.
it's never really on the defense. Yeah, he'll might get a head coach job again. Steelers have cut Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're one of the favourites to sign Justin Fields. By the way.
Oh, are they?
Some of the
Yeah.
Patriots.
I've heard Steelers and Falcons.
Seen a few 3-round mock drafts where gets traded to the Patriots.
Oh, really?
Patriots just don't like selecting quarterbacks early on.
Sounds like it's going to be a second round
Trade
pick to get
back.
him.
I mean,
That's amazing.
that would be
Oh, that's great value. If you
That's
get him
what
for
I'm
a second.
saying, yeah.
Great
Yeah.
value.
yeah. If you're
That's
listening,
mad, isn't it?
If
When
you're
you think about how much
listening,
Deshaun Watson cost,
Yeah.
Matt Stafford cost.
Wilson,
Yeah.
3 first rounders.
Sean Payton.
Yeah, but all of those come with a pedigree as such.
Like
They've all proven themselves to be winners. Okay, Stafford is in a shit team, but you
Well,
knew
he was still
was
great.
a good quarterback. Russell Wilson, say what you like about him, still won a Super Bowl.
if it had been
Not
two,
for a very long time.
Not for a long time, but he's been there and
He
actually
also threw away a Super Bowl on the 2-yard
that
line.
wasn't his decision.
He threw the pass.
He threw the pass, but that's still, we can still put that on Pete
Still
Carroll.
gives him nightmares.
But Justin Fields, he's had maybe 8 good games.
he's still yet to have a full season. He's
Yes.
getting a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
So, but still, I think that's worth a punt. And elsewhere, Spain are getting a regular season game in 2025.
Madrid, yeah.
Which, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to be over tickets for because that's going to be fucking great.
I'll go with that.
Yeah. So, normally at this point, we look back on the season and we give teams a letter grade. So A to E, thing. But everyone does that. We're tired of this shit. We're innovators. over at the Snap UK.
See, at this point, I know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Gary's got no idea.
Gary's got no idea.
Hey, I know. I read your little email.
Yeah, you did.
Mr. fucking Lemon and Herb over there.
Exactly. So we're going to give teams a Nando's grade.
Now,
Because
is lemon and herb good or bad?
lemon and herb is bad.
Shit.
Right, so extra hot.
You want to be extra hot.
Right, okay. I just want to make sure I'm understanding because some people don't like extra hot.
Didn't they add in another flavour with the lemon and herb though? Like a
Yeah,
like
so
a new
technically on the website,
underneath,
it's
like
that-
a mango one or
mango, but on their website it's just called extra mild.
something. Yeah.
But it's if the bottom one is, we're going to call it lemon and herb. So it's lemon and herb, mild, medium, hot, extra hot.
Right.
So we get not using the mango scale.
We're not using the mango scale. We're using the
I fucking researched this shit.
Peri-O-meter.
We're using the Peri-O-meter on their website.
Apparently.
Fuck off.
No, that's what they call it.
That's what they call it. Literally, if you
We are not judging people by the Peri-O-meter, right? We've got a mate called Perry who's a dumbass twat when it comes to talking about the NFL. I am not judging this on the Peri-O-meter.
well, it's different. Also, only you call him Perry. I call him Steve because that's his fucking name.
I don't actually know. I mean, Steve or Chase or Perry. I don't know. All I remember is he scored a terrible own goal when he played right back against me playing centre back, and I got really annoyed with him. He probably doesn't remember that. I do.
So yeah, it's
I remember the time where we were playing five-a-side with roll-on and roll-off subs, and somebody went off on one end of the pitch, and he came on the other end of the pitch and tackled some bloke, and we nearly got in a massive fucking fight.
Excellent.
yeah. So, do you want to do it by division, or do you want to just?
Whatever's quickest, John.
Let's do it by division. Otherwise,
So,
if you
yeah.
do it by rankings, so you can have all
yeah.
the miles at the bottom and all the hots
So
at the top.
AFC East, won by the Bills,
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills. How do you rate their season? Basically, it's a season of two halves. Really,
Are we
isn't it?
saying
Medium.
yeah? Are we saying the whole season, including playoffs? Like
Yeah.
whole season, right? Medium.
Yeah, medium. What about the Dolphins?
I am mild because I
I
feel like they should have been
they,
more.
they were hot for like
Yeah.
4 weeks.
I'm going to say medium.
I'll say medium. Yeah, they were so good for like 4 or 5 weeks,
which then
but then they were
they
mild.
got shit.
They were
And
mild
they
for.
absolutely wimped away from the playoffs.
I still think medium.
Mike McDaniels needs a bit of extra hot heat coming into
He
his
really
way.
does. Yeah.
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 Because everyone loves the sunglasses, buys into all the hype, and he fucks it up every year.
I think he's got a prove it year ahead of him.
Yeah. Potentially.
New York Jets.
Extra mild.
Mango.
Yeah.
God, he went there.
Yeah.
Are we saying mango's below extra mild now?
No,
Ma-
mango is extra mild.
Mango is extra
You
mild.
said you said no mango-ometer though.
Oh, I don't know what he's talking about. Mango's the extra mild. Lemon and herb's the mild,
Fucking hell.
isn't it? You don't get mild, it's lemon and herb. Then it's medium. I know my fucking chicken.
I know. I'm looking at the screen.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
All right, we're all saying bottom.
The bottom.
Mango.
Mango.
Yep. So where does that leave the Patriots? Raw.
No sauce.
Raw.
No sauce. You can go no sauce.
Oh yeah, actually that's.
Yeah, plain chicken.
Plain chicken.
Yeah.
I think that's
So-
fair.
Still clucking.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
An egg.
So, we'll now move to the north. So, 1 second. Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh, hot.
Hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I still think it's disappointing. I think,
Oh yeah, I think the playoffs let them down. That championship game, they completely imploded.
yeah.
That ruins
But
it.
still, to get there,
It's the championship game,
it's the
innit?
championship game.
Yeah, which is
but
why
yeah.
it's still hot.
Still hot. Cleveland Browns.
Medium.
Yeah.
Had a lot of injuries to
Yeah.
get through.
They did well to get where they, but also it was sort of like
Didn't they
incredible
use,
that they got
four
there.
quarterbacks. They had a great defense. It wasn't the strongest division. So
No.
medium for me.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mild.
Oh no, I'll go medium. I think like when you consider how bad they were, and yet they still got to the playoffs.
I thought they were terrible to watch.
Yeah, not denying that, but they still got to the playoffs.
I think I'm going to go with mild because I just hate watching them.
You just hate the Steelers.
I do, but I also sort of want them. I want to dislike them.
Quarterback's terrible.
And
Yeah,
I can't.
that's what I mean. Quarterback was terrible, but they still got to the
It's
playoffs.
it's just Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
If Mike Tomlin is hot, and oh yeah, Mike,
Yeah.
you're fucking hot. But the fucking Steelers are mild.
Mild. Yeah,
Alright,
I'm with
fine.
that. And Bengals.
Mild.
Yeah.
Defense was worse.
I mean, the injury to Burrow killed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to lose T. Higgins.
Still got 9 wins. Like, everyone
Yeah.
got a winning record in that division.
Shit division. That's why they were taking wins off each other.
Well, no, because the Bengals
0-6.
0-6 in the division. They only won
In
outside.
the NFC, yeah.
Yeah. South Texans.
Hot.
I can go with that. That's they were so good. Jaguars. I think they're medium.
I'm going to go
I
mild.
was going to go mild as well.
They were at the end. They were very
Really
disappointing.
Yeah, I was
I
disappointed.
don't believe why Trevor Lawrence isn't getting more heat. Him
Yeah.
and Justin Herbert should both be getting heat. Both of them.
Well, they are
They're
from
supposed
you.
to be the new hope. They're supposed to be the fucking rise of Skywalker or something. It's fucking bullshit. They're fucking...
I don't know. Fucking.
I mean, you're getting your trilogies all mixed up there.
Oh, no, but like Force Awakens then or whatever you want, Jim. But
No,
like, they're supposed, a new hope. Is that what you want? You want a new hope.
The
but
Crystal Skull.
Yeah. I agree. Trevor Lawrence had a really disappointing season.
Yeah.
And actually the whole
his
organisation.
accuracy is terrible.
I don't think that, but
The stats think that.
So
it's not all about stats.
I'll go with mild because they should have
It
been.
is when I need to prove something.
Colts.
Medium.
Yeah, medium.
They were overachieved a bit.
Yeah,
from what
I
think
agree.
We thought they were
Yeah.
going to do.
Imagine how good they would have been if Anthony Richardson had
quarterback.
played,
Yeah.
and it was decent. I think Gardner Minshew had a standard season, but Richardson started off the season well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Titans.
Extra mild.
Extra mild.
Extra mild, yeah.
Yeah. It's not big weight. So Kansas City Chiefs.
Extra hot.
Extra hot. Admittedly, just
Wow, yeah. Like,
Yeah, no, I've just said that. I'm like, hang on, their
Hot. They were
season wasn't
hot,
great.
They won. Hot.
they are extra hot in the playoffs. In the regular season, they're medium.
Yeah, all right.
They were fucking awful against
Yeah.
the Jets. They
They
lost.
won, but I'd say hot.
Yeah.
They're hot. Yeah. They're a strange team. They're turning into a strange team.
All right, yeah, let's go hot. I agree. Yeah, because I said extra hot because they won, but then you think about it, and actually they didn't have a great season, really.
No, they really didn't.
Holmes had like his worst season
yeah.
as a quarterback and stuff. So
All the drops and the wide receivers. Kelsey wasn't Kelsey that often. You know,
first time without a
1,000-yard season. Yeah.
Only by about 40 yards, and they didn't play him in the last game properly. So
Raiders. I think they're medium.
Mild.
They did a bit better at the end of the season. They're still shonky.
They're still not great, but I still think
Medium.
Medium.
they're-
Medium?
I went mild. We went
Mild, yeah.
Fuck off, mild.
okay. I'm outvoted. Not that Steve listened to this, but I did. You know, I'm not.
Steve.
Peri. Denver Broncos.
Extra mild.
Yeah, they were good for like 5 weeks, and then
They were shit.
no, they were good.
They got the wide receivers going for a little while. They simplified the playbook. It's loads of drama there.
Yeah.
Those are drama.
I'll give you mild.
Mild. I
Okay.
think mild.
Well, let's go mild because the Chargers are next.
Oh, extra mild.
They're raw.
Egg.
Yeah. They were awful.
You like the fact it's just an egg, don't you?
Bit harsh, but yeah, right.
It's like one of those like anemic chicken breasts you'll find in like Aldi.
Have we given out an extra hot yet or not?
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
All right.
Cowboys. We're moving into the NFC now.
I'm going to say,
Medium.
and I don't mean you'll like this, I'm going to say hot.
Yeah, I can see why.
I know we said they beat up on bad teams and stuff. Only beat what's in front of you. I think they had a good year. Really, they had some really good stuff. CeeDee Lamb was amazing. Dak had a good year.
Agree with you entirely and all that.
Defense was good,
But
overall,
you got beaten by good teams. I don't think they ever looked like winning against those teams, and they absolutely bombed in the playoffs. Like, they didn't just lose; they
were thumped,
fucked over.
Yeah, I can see both. I'm gonna give them.
we're making a lot of people medium.
There's not been a lot of good.
I'll tell you what.
I think
I'll let you have medium if you put a slice of halloumi and pineapple on it.
sold. Okay, we're going medium plus.
Medium plus.
Uh,
You got to go for the halloumi pineapple.
I
combo,
don't
innit?
like Nando's. It's overrated.
I've not been in years, so yeah.
Make it
Philadelphia
at home
Eagles.
with corn.
Yeah, that's just it. You can make it at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do make it at home, but I still put my halloumi and my pineapple on.
Where are we?
Philadelphia Eagles.
Mild.
Medium. It's only 'cause your
I'm
expectations are so
I'm
high.
doing it against expectations because they should have been better.
Yeah.
Like they returned a lot of
They
the
weren't
pieces.
as bad as the Jags, though.
Yeah,
So
they,
I
no,
think they're medium.
they returned a lot of the pieces they had in a Super Bowl running
I
team.
get that, but
And
they're not as bad as the Jags.
no, I'm not saying they are as bad as
They
the
weren't
Jags.
as disappointing as the Jags. We gave the Jags mild.
I think they were more disappointing than the Jags.
We gave the Jags mild. I think they're more disappointing than the Jags.
Yeah.
Yeah. From an expectation point of view,
I'm going medium.
They in their last 5 games they were 1-4.
Yeah, something fell apart, didn't it? There's a problem in the last 5 games. So
yeah.
you're using your recency bias, which I believe
Well,
John
I
likes to talk about.
I know. Even
But,
all the
at the
first
start of the season, you kept saying they're not very good. We're sort of
they're
expecting
still
them
winning.
to blow up.
They're winning games, and they weren't playing very well.
Right, fine, mild it is then.
Yeah.
We're only using a very small amount of this scale.
Yes, I know, but we have been saying all year there aren't that many good teams this year. And here's another not very good team, the New York Giants.
Oh, extra
I'm going
mild.
extra mild, I'm afraid.
I won't make you an egg, but
Yeah,
Extra
well,
I'll make you a mango.
yeah, man. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Washington team, Commanders.
Mango.
Yeah.
Same as the Giants.
Yeah, no, I expected a little bit more of them, but they were just meh.
I think I would say war. I think they were as bad as the Patriots.
I don't.
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay, well they're going mango then.
I think if you look at the drop off from the Giants, arguably that's worse
Yeah.
than the drop off from the fucking Commanders.
Well,
Is that not more disappointing?
It's from a higher base, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, but we lost our offensive line and our quarterback. The Commanders just were shit.
And lost their 2 defensive ends.
Well, they gave them away.
Still lost
Yeah,
them.
look, loads of these teams could point at injuries and stuff.
I know.
But from the start of the season to what the Giants delivered, I'd be more disappointed as a Giants fan than as a Commanders fan. That's
Yeah.
not me trying to be a dick to you, because that is funny, and I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
But that is just the truth.
Yeah, no, as a Giants fan, but I expected a drop off. I thought last year we overachieved. This year, I mean, our main
Do you not
concern
think
was a guy like,
Daybowl's on the...
no.
No, I don't think it is either.
I don't know, there was some stuff come out this year that like some of his behaviours and stuff weren't great and stuff. I reckon if you have a bad first half to the season, that seat will get very warm.
He'll get a season.
He'll get warm, but he'll get another season. Unless
He might see the season out. I'm not sure
yeah.
he'll get another one.
He's not as bad as the last guy they had, who I can't remember his name.
Judge,
Yeah,
Joe Judge.
But I still wouldn't be surprised if next year is his last year.
Detroit Lions.
Hot.
They were hot
You could even go extra hot.
I was thinking
compared to expectations.
Yeah.
So extra hot, they managed to blow themselves up.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm on it tonight, Jen. I'm on it.
There you go. We have our first extra,
Extra
hot.
hot. Yeah,
It's the
I'm fine with
Detroit
that.
Lions.
Well, they did something they haven't done for like 3 decades. So
Yeah.
that's fair enough, I think.
And like extra hot, quite unmanageable.
Literally a bounce off someone's face away
Yeah,
from the Super Bowl.
yeah. Green Bay Packers. This is a really hard one
Medium.
because
I'm
think
between,
medium.
I'm between medium and
I
hot.
think they performed well, but I
they
still think
ended well.
It ended well, which will make you think hot, but I still think they've got a lot of work to do. I'll go medium.
I'll go with medium.
I'll go medium, but can we have a sprinkling of little chili flakes on there, maybe?
No, I'll tell you what. I'll do medium plus a side of spicy coleslaw.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Okay, cool.
Duncan, just for you, that was me
Yeah,
backing up the Packers there.
we've already put the new quarterback in the Hall of Fame this year. So apparently,
You have.
I haven't. You mentioned it.
Jokingly.
Yeah, I know, but Duncan, don't forget.
I know.
Minnesota Vikings,
Mild.
Oh, mild.
mild, yeah, and Chicago Bears,
Mild.
yeah.
They showed glimpses.
Ended the season well. So it's kept Matt Eberflus in his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Hot.
Yeah, I'll go with that. New Orleans Saints.
Mild.
They've got the same record as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They did it in a very different way.
See, I was in my head.
They actually have a
it was-
better
it
points
was-
differential
it was-
than the
For
Buccaneers.
me, it was between mild and extra mild.
Yeah.
Is this one based on the expectation that actually, if you look at their team's really fucking good.
Yeah. Like, they got some really good
and
pieces.
even the
in
way
there.
they played as well. Just
It's
Yeah.
not great to watch.
Can I give them medium for the way they got
No,
Arthur
you
Smith
can't-
fired? Because that was
you
just
can't
funny.
I'm
give
going to
them-
go with mild.
You can't give them medium. It's mild at tops.
Okay, yeah, they're not extra mild because
No. All right.
that final touchdown was the best bit of the season. Atlanta Falcons.
Extra mild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they've been appalling.
That was yeah.
They've-
Against expectation.
they've
A lot of
wasted.
people thought they were going to really improve, and they didn't really.
Yeah.
No, I think they've been.
Calvin Ridley was disappointing over the year.
Well, he's at the Jags.
The Jags.
Cole Pitts. Drake London.
Calvin Ridley used to be at the Falcons.
He did, yeah.
Drake London, that's the one I was thinking
Yeah.
of.
Carolina
season.
Panthers.
Extra
Oh my
mild.
God, raw.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
actually
raw.
raw. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't disagree with that one. It's so bad that they don't even get the number one pick.
I know. Yeah.
Oh wow.
San Francisco 49ers.
Hot.
Hot.
Not extra hot. They were the best team in the regular season.
Well, the Ravens were.
The Ravens were.
No, they're the best record.
All right.
The 49ers were the best team.
That run of 3 games that we lost is painful. Actually, look, if you look at the playoff performances,
They weren't amazing.
they weren't.
Okay.
They weren't amazing. I mean, I'll give them credit. Actually, probably this time last year, if they'd gone behind to the extent they did against the Packers and the Lions, they probably would have gone out.
Yeah.
So give them credit for being able to turn that around and win there. But yeah, you got to take into account it was half a game against the Lions where they just weren't there.
Yeah, hot. Okay.
So
Yeah,
hot.
hot. Los Angeles Rams.
I'd say hot.
I say hot. Yeah. I think they've been so much better than expectations.
Building something as well there.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Worries.
Aaron Donald plus
Yeah.
10 at the start of the season for the defense, and actually they've got some players.
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks.
Mild.
Medium.
I'll go with medium.
Okay.
They have some good
They were
points.
in the mix for the playoffs right till the end without much on that roster.
I think the roster is pretty good, but
Average.
I still think the main thing is I can't trust Geno.
No.
They haven't got the right quarterback.
No.
Arizona
it's fine.
Cardinals.
Mild. They had a better end to the season, but it's still a poor season.
It's still
Obviously missing Kyler
Yeah.
at the start, so I think it's still mild.
Yeah, all right. I think mild's fair.
yeah.
Were you thinking about medium?
I was thinking about media because some of the performances were good. I know
at
that,
the end.
yeah, they lost a couple of games. Where it was like, yeah, okay, you lost, but you played the opposite of the Eagles.
Yeah.
They had some games where they actually played well, but they didn't get the result. But yeah, mild, I think. I don't believe Kyler Murray's the man. I'm firmly in Griff's camp on this. I just don't like him. I don't think he's a good quarterback.
I don't want to be like, I don't want to agree with Griff, but the more I watch him, the more I think, he's good. He's just not.
He has flashes where he is really good.
I think he is good. I think his size is a problem.
Yeah.
I do think it is a problem.
His arm is brilliant.
I think he needs the right coach.
Yeah.
That's the only way he's successful, if he has somebody who creates that game plan for him. So
yeah. So that's them all done.
So we had one extra hot.
We had one extra
Detroit Lions.
They-
I'm actually amazed.
they had the hottest season.
I'm amazed we got that past Gary. I'll be honest with you.
They had the hottest season. They did.
Yeah.
They still blew up on a 4th down. So that's what you'd expect.
No. It's
They went one Scoville too many.
They did.
I think that was definitely their problem.
It was.
They were too hot.
Too hot to handle.
So we're going to take a break for a few weeks because season's done and
We're tired.
we're tired.
We're so tired.
It does. I don't want to be like those
Me and
guys.
Jim need some time to reflect
We do.
and overcome.
Yeah.
I need to
And-
play a lot of Madden.
Is that? Oh, if you on EA Play, Madden is now free,
Yeah.
and
Thank God.
oh man, been. I can't.
Although it sometimes has a glitch, right?
Yes.
Where it takes away all your starters,
Oh, no, not that one.
right?
Oh,
Which
no.
is really annoying. So on the weekend of Super Bowl, or the week leading into it, I managed to play an entire season and got the Niners into the playoffs. And then I couldn't use McCaffrey, Kittle, Debo. So I was trying to win it with Ray McLeod, someone called Werner playing at tight end who I'd never fucking heard of, and it was a complete nightmare.
Timo Werner.
Wasn't even Timo Werner, but it was
Sorry
just
about
like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh well.
My glitch is that it keeps saying, oh, you need to log in and not play on trial mode. I'm like, I've done that. But
My
that's
glitch is that I'm
not-
shit at it.
It's definitely. I messaged Paul actually about it and said, I really like it because actually you have to let the routes develop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
You don't complete every pass.
No.
You can't run for a touchdown every time. If you get to the edge, you can still run for a touchdown. But it's actually a really good Madden.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
with
I
you.
agree with you on
Really
that.
realistic.
The only thing is they got rid of my favourite playbook, which is the run and gun playbook.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm having to use Mike Vrabel's playbook.
What's annoyed me a little bit is that the 4 verticals with the tight end doing the route across the middle
the drag.
isn't as effective as it has been for the other 10 years.
Yeah.
I've played Madden where you can just throw the ball to the tight end almost every time. That normally in the strong toss to the outside works every time on every Madden you've ever
God, I
played.
love a strong toss to the outside.
Or a power-o. Power-o. They love a power-o as well on that as well normally.
I've got. Whenever I do it and I use the Giants, it culminates in a bad season.
Obviously.
So
HB stretch this year. That's a good one.
I
good one.
started a fantasy draft as the Commanders. So I was like, I don't care if they have a bad season.
Yeah.
Instantly moved them to London as the Monarchs.
Nice. You call them Monarchs as well.
Yeah.
No, I love
But
it.
did a fantasy draft, got Jefferson in my first pick. I am running away with the league because I just lob it up to Jefferson. He just catches it.
Who've you got a quarterback?
I have Anthony Richardson,
Oh, nice.
but he got injured in pre-season. So I have Trey Lance as his backup, and
Wow.
he is leading the league in yards and rushing touchdowns and interceptions. He's
When I played my season as the Niners with Purdy, he had the most touchdowns. Not a bad QB rating. It was in the 90s. A completion rate of 51%.
Wow.
But the most touchdowns, the most yards, and the most interceptions.
one game I got Lance injured as well, and I had to play a rookie who I drafted. I think he's in the upcoming class called Leary. He's a 62, and I won, but he had a completion percentage of 32%. So I love the game. Paul a few years ago did write some stuff for the website. It was during COVID, and it was all about his love of Madden, and it was really, really funny. But it was also like so weird. I couldn't put it on there. So I'd love to get him to rewrite it. And
let's do. We'll do that and get the website, because it is, for me, coming into the one of my favourite parts of the season is the off season. It's all about team building. So we're going to take a break, and then we're back for free agency and
the draft and
franchise tags,
our
draft. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be a good one this year with all the quarterbacks going and all the quarterback needy teams.
I think it's going to be really interesting.
Could well be.
There'll be a lot of trading, I think, this year.
Yeah.
That draft order will not be the draft order by the time we get to draft day.
No, absolutely not.
No. But hope you enjoyed the season. We'll see you in a few weeks. Until then, enjoy. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.